Nicki Minaj just lit the internet on fire with tweets that people are calling flat-out disturbing. She allegedly went after Cardi B's 7-year-old daughter writing culture. You, a roach and a monkey like your sister? What? That's not all. She reportedly added, Cookie B, please don't sniff coke with baby number 4, word to Carlos. Culture a vulture and her mama a crow. So stupid not to see. Once Wendy ate that crow and what happened? They played you to do that hex to yourself. You flop a heavy tongue. And to top it off, she posted throwback to Wendy eating that crow. Fans are losing it right now. In another tweet, Nicki supposedly wrote, Dear Vulture, your mom is pregnant with another monkey to add to her litter. The gag is that she was jealous of a little baby boy simply because his hair was longer than all 4 of you bald monkeys put together. That's just outrageous. People are stunned because we're talking about children here. Innocent kids being dragged into adult drama. The comment section exploded with fans calling Nicki out hard, saying, children are off limits. Others are asking, so Nicki's not canceled now? It's chaos online. If Nicki really posted that, it's a massive low blow. Even longtime fans are saying she crossed a line that can't be defended. Many are praying this doesn't push Cardi into stress during her pregnancy. Nobody wants this feud to cause any harm to her or her baby. Things have gone way too far, and Avarians wondering, how did we even get here? It's nothing more than just people didn't get along with each other. It all circles back to Cardi B's newest album, Am I the Drama? And let's be real, that title alone stirred the pot. Cardi returning to music after 7 long years clearly rattled some cages, especially Nicki's. The album artwork features black crows, mysterious, symbolic, and shady. And that's where the tension really started boiling. Nicki then clapped back by posting an image of a soaring eagle, almost like a warning shot, and even reposted a fan tweet saying, there's a lot to unpack here, crows versus eagles. It's not just about birds anymore, it's a full-on battle of egos, shade, and pride. So, the drama just keeps flying higher. Literally, the viral tweet about that crow and eagle says it all. The crow jumps on the eagle's back, pecking at its neck, trying to get a reaction. But instead of fighting back, the eagle just keeps rising, soaring higher and higher until the crow falls off, unable to keep up. And honestly, that's the perfect analogy for what's going on right now. Nicki Minaj seems to be acting like the crow, constantly pecking, poking, and tweeting to provoke Cardi. Nick's been flooding her timeline with pictures of eagles and random retweets, but people are clowning her for not even getting the birds right. Like, girl, those are penguins, not eagles. The comment sections are roasting her. Meanwhile, Cardi B's comeback album, Am I the Drama? Sold around 200,000 units, which is a major win after 7 years away. That's a big number. 200,000 people streaming and buying her music like crazy. But instead of giving props, Nicki went online acting shady again. She reposted a message saying, despite false reports, Nicki Minaj remains the only female rapper to cross 200,000 units in her first week. That was a slick way to downplay Cardi's success, and fans caught it immediately. That's when Cardi fired back, and she did not hold back one bit. She tweeted, you must have missed me, huh? Now kiss my feet. Nothing's more annoying than a bored bee. The power I have to make thespies come out of rehab every time. Go to your effing room, Cardi. Wasn't done. She even called Nicki Cocaine Barbie, hinting at old rumors about Nicki's drug use. Now, that's wild because fans remembered Nicki's own track, Pills and Potions, and started saying she might have been telling on herself all along. Social media went into a frenzy. Twitter threads, memes, TikToks, it's everywhere. Of course, Nicki wasn't about to let that slide. She clapped back with venom, tweeting, album flopped, P-Guy flopped. Never want to fight. Outrank you in your own gang. STFU. Come fight Coke. B, please don't sniff Coke 4 or 5. Fans think she was shading Cardi's pregnancy, which Medit, even messier. This feud isn't just about music anymore. It's personal. And every tweet is another jab in an all-out rap war. Nicki Minaj took things to a whole new level of petty. And honestly, nobody saw it going this far. She kept saying 4/5, like Cardi secretly having twins or something, which confused everyone. Then Nicki decided to clown Cardi's whole vibe, calling her Barney, saying she raps like him, dresses like him, and even looks like him. But it didn't stop there. She reportedly used ChatGPT to create an AI-generated image of Cardi as a purple Barney lookalike. Like she really had the time for that. Fans couldn't believe Nicki would go that low just for laughs. But things truly got heated when Nicki started taking shots at Cardi's daughter, posting disgusting tweets like, Culture Vulture, you ugly too. And Culture, you a roach and a monkey like your sister. She even called Cardi Barney B and said, you wish you was even after beginning your litter of monkeys. That's when everyone realized this wasn't just rap beef anymore. This was personal, and it was getting meaner by the minute. Now, if there's one thing about Cardi B, it's that she's not about to sit quiet while someone talks about her kids. She said she was literally minding her business making some ribs and brownies. But when she saw Nicki's tweets about her daughter, she snapped. Cardi clapped back by posting a picture of Nicki Minaj's brother wearing a pink Nicki-style wig. And here's where things got dark. Turns out Nicki's brother is serving time for something extra malicious. He was convicted in 2017 for a horrific crime involving a young girl. Fans were disgusted, calling it beyond creepy. Card's post hit deep, because it brought up the uncomfortable truth that both Nicki's brother and her husband have faced accusations involving minors. People online started asking, why does Nicki keep surrounding herself with men with these kinds of records? It's a question nobody can really ignore anymore. And of course, Cardi wasn't done. She fired off another tweet saying, Nicki, you wish you could call my daughter ugly. Culture is beautiful, and you know it. Your hate is so dark and nasty because your own son is nonverbal. You messed him up with them drugs. That one sent social media into total meltdown. Now, the feud wasn't just music shade. It hit family, motherhood, and personal pain. Everyone watching could feel that this had gone way beyond beef. This was war. Cardi B wasn't done swinging. She went straight for the jugular. She called Nicki out for being jealous of everyone's kids and their happiness, and then started digging deep into Nicki Minaj's family drama. Cardi snapped. Bring that up here. You talking about my father? My father's never been to jail in his life. Go get a detective and run those records. Don't put the dirty allegations from your bloodline on mine. Fans were stunned. She was done holding back. Cardi kept going, firing off. Your daddy was a crackhead. Your brother harmed his stepchild. You got medical records on me. Post them. You're going to leave me alone today. It was brutal. She threw everything back in Nicki's face. From her family's criminal history to her childhood pain. Then she added, you got gum stains in your mouth since you were a minor because your daddy used to hurt you. Tell the world that's why you wake up so miserable, because you're hurt and full of trauma trying to spread it to everyone else. The internet went wild. It was pure chaos online. Cardi even questioned why Nicki kept dragging unrelated people into the feud, saying, and why are you bringing up Roc Nation? I'm not signed to them. You delusional? Paranoid? Coke sniffing? Well, you can imagine how that sentence ended. It was clear both of them had crossed from pettiness into full-blown personal warfare. Now, Nicki Minaj has spoken before about trauma from her father's violent behavior and drug use, even admitting how his temper scared her growing up, but she's never said he personally harmed her. Still, fans are saying there's a reason she's spiraling like this. The way she's been tweeting feels way too emotional, way too raw, almost like that old pain's leaking through. But just when things couldn't get darker, Cardi fired one more bombshell tweet, this time directed at Nicki's son, Papa Bear. She wrote, I'm sorry you can't speak and banging spoons because your mom couldn't put the drugs down. I'm sorry your mom not even paying attention to you on your birthday because she's too obsessed and dark-spirited, hating instead of loving her own kid. It was September 30th, Nicki's son's actual birthday, and instead of celebrating, Nicki was online AI generating Barney memes and throwing shade. Fans were torn. Some said Cardi went too far by mentioning a child, while others felt she was just matching Nicki's same cruel energy. Either way, it's clear this feud is no longer about music. It's deep, ugly, and getting more personal by the minute. One thing about Cardi B, she talks loud, but she rarely lies. People love to say she's dramatic, but when she drops receipts, they usually check out. A clip started circulating of Nicki Minaj's son, and while the little one wasn't speaking, fans noticed he was actually banging spoons. Just like Cardi mentioned. That set social media ablaze with folks saying, wait, was Cardi telling the truth? Again, the tension skyrocketed, and it was clear Card's not the one to test when she comes with facts. Nicki, though, still wasn't backing down. The topic shifted to hair-legged pill use, something fans have whispered about for years. Ever since her track, Pills and Potions, Cardi came out swinging, tweeting, you've been to all these fertility doctors because perks scrambled your eggs. That one stung. She basically accused Nicki aftermaging her body with pills, and fans could tell it hit a nerve. Nicki clapped back almost immediately, firing off, I've never been to a fertility doctor in my life. Keep playing with my name and I'll sue you. You'll be homeless in the next 36 months. People were laughing at the 36 months part. Like, girl, that's 3 whole years. What kind of countdown thread is that? But Nicki wasn't done. She doubled down in a long post that felt part rant, part sermon. She wrote, Barney B, I know you don't know this, but some women plan their pregnancies. You dirty heckling something? We don't let dudes touch us while we're pregnant for the next trade. Who got 4 others pregnant? You see, the devil has come to collect. You sold your soul, you made a pact, but now you're lost. Now hear this. You've been neutralized in the mighty name of Jesus. Every word you speak on me or mine will now curse. Your enablers more than your DZ brain could ever fathom. Fans were like, wait, what? It was her son's birthday. And instead of celebrating, Nicki was on Twitter typing essays about demons and pacts with the devil. People couldn't believe how far she'd spiraled. Cards fans flooded the comments saying, if she didn't care, she wouldn't be writing novels. Then Nicki threw one more shot, tweeting, you're about to shrivel up and die inside. You called black women monkeys and roaches? One day people will call your daughters the same. That was the line that made everyone gasp. She wasn't holding back anymore. She was fighting fire with fire. But the internet agreed. This was no longer beef. It was obsession at this point. Nicki Minaj had already crossed every line possible, and yet she kept going. By the time October 1st rolled around, it looked like both Nicki and Cardi B were ready to throw hands, literally. And here's the wild part. Card's pregnant. Like, visibly pregnant? But that didn't stop her from clapping back hard. She tweeted, stop all this talking. Where you at? You said you were going to cave my sister's chest in? We checking DMs and ain't seen it yet. Everybody up and waiting. Drop the ATI right now. You could feel the tension through the screen. Then Nicki jumped in with her own response. Do something. We in New York heavy on it. That's when it really hit. This wasn't just social media shade anymore. This was about to be a real-life confrontation. Cardi fired back again, calling Nicki's bluff. Trying to call me out to fight while I'm pregnant. You never have that energy in person. I've seen you at 2 Met Galas and you never said a word. And let's be honest, Cardi's not known for empty threats. We've seen her get physical before. Whether it's a red carpet or backstage, she doesn't wait for security. She's ready to handle business herself. Meanwhile, Nicki's got a long history of talking slick online, but people started noticing something. Nobody's ever actually seen her square up in real life. And Cardi, she's different. If you look at her sideways at a meet and greet, she's ready to drop everything and step up. Even recently, someone tried her outside an SUV and she looked ready to swing mid-pregnancy. That's wild energy and you can't fake that. So the question remains, did Nicki actually drop the address? Because Cardi sounded serious. She's rolling up, baby bump and all, still ready to defend her name. Fans were saying this beef had gone beyond rap, beyond social media. It was now deeply personal. Nicki, on the other hand, kept pushing this idea that Cardi was some kind of industry plant, claiming big record execs were using her to try and take Nicki's crown. But Cards made it clear again and again she's not chasing Nicki's throne. She's just doing her music her way. At this point, it feels like Nicki's ego can't handle sharing space with another female rapper at the top. That paranoia, it's showing. She's convinced Elliot Grange, the label heads, and even whole management teams are secretly funding Cardi's rise. But if you ask most fans, Cardi didn't need any secret backing. Her impact speaks for itself. What's happening right now feels like a major turning point. Fans are watching this whole mess unfold and a lot of people are saying the same thing. Nicki's taking it way too far, attacking Cardi B's kids. That's the line nobody's okay with. Even people who once rode hard for Nicki are side-eyeing her now. On social media, the vibe has shifted. Fans are saying this version of Nicki isn't just messy, it's self-destructive. One viral comment said, Nicki's just a 50-year-old chanroom troll. Another person wrote, Nicki went low and Cardi took it to hell. It's like the internet doesn't even know who to root for anymore. Everyone's shocked at how dark this feud has gotten. Now Cardi decided to wrap it up, or at least try to, with one final post that people are calling a mic drop moment. It wasn't just a tweet. It was basically an open letter. Here's how it started. Dear Anushka, Tanya Mirage, this is my last time responding to you because this is past Twitter. Now I got to see you. Right away, you could feel the shift. This wasn't just shade. It was serious. She went on, you said out your own mouth that the little girl in you hasn't forgiven your mother. Yet because your mom stayed silent when your dad used to. Your mom stayed silent when your dad used to. Touch on you every time he hit the crack pipe. People froze when they read that. Cardi basically dragged up Nicki's deepest wounds and threw them into the spotlight for millions to see. She continued, I know you went through a lot of trauma and abuse, but drugs won't fix it. You need therapy. That line hit like a punch, blunt, cold, and merciless. Then she kept going, your husband's not stopping you because he benefits from it. He lets you do drugs all day to stay numb so he can max out your credit cards. You didn't think I knew those dudes you let in your house every night. The same ones who end up spilling your business in the hood. It was nuclear-level shade and fans knew it. Cardi didn't just clap back. She exposed, she analyzed, and she hit where it hurts the most. The internet blew up instantly. People calling it the most savage closing statement in rap beef history. So now the question is, did Cardi end the feud or just spark something even darker? So Cardi wasn't done. She kept unloading heavy truths in that final letter. She claimed that a bunch of guys regularly go to Nicki's home in Queens, hang out for a bit, and then get kicked out after overhearing all kinds of things. Then she hit Nicki with a gut punch. You need to heal that trauma. You're always coming at people every time you see them happy because you got so much pain inside that you try to put on others. That line shook the internet. Cardi didn't hold back there. She kept going. Your fans going to gas you up while you lose your damn mind. You got no friends, no family. Just that man in your house who lets you do drugs till you pass out so he can spend your money and buy hood chains. That's wild. Cardi made it clear she wasn't about to risk her bag or her peace. Trading words with someone she flat out called a possessed drug addict, she ended it cold. I'll see you when I see you. Period. Now, the question everyone's asking, did Cardi B just end this feud once and for all? Or did she just pour more gas on a fire that's already out of control? Fans online were divided. One viral post read, "Dear Anukaka Tanya Mirage is so Hailey Bieber reached out to me coded," basically saying the drama felt like something straight out of Celebrity Chaos Central. And let's not forget, just a few weeks ago, Cardi sat down with Call Her Daddy for an interview, and she was real about it. She said people keep claiming the industry is pitting her and Nicki against each other, but she shut that down fast. It's not that we just don't like each other. Simple, straight up, no PR filter. And after reading these wild exchanges between them, yeah, it's pretty clear she wasn't lying. But here's where it got even crazier. Nicki didn't stop with Cardi. Nope, she started taking aim at other A-listers too. Out of nowhere, she tweeted, "Jay-Z, take that effing lace front off." Fans were like, huh? Then to make it worse, she posted an AI-generated picture of Jay-Z rocking a pink wig and holding court papers like he was being served a lawsuit. After that wild Jay-Z tweet, fans started to seriously question Nicki Minaj's mental state. The pink wig AI edits the late-night rants. It was giving meltdown energy. Screenshots showed she'd been up all night, posting and deleting, going after random celebrities, including Megan Thee Stallion and DOA Cat, saying they were industry puppets who sold their souls. Then she turned around and hinted that Lil Wayne had betrayed her loyalty. Fans were like, what is even happening right now? Insiders claimed that Nicki's team has been trying to get her to log off and chill, but she refuses. One person allegedly close to her said she's paranoid and believes people in the industry are plotting against her. And to make it even more dramatic, she started tweeting about witchcraft, saying certain artists used spiritual energy to block her blessings. That sent social media spiraling with people debating whether Nicki was serious or just trolling for attention. Meanwhile, Cardi's staying quiet. No new tweets, no clapbacks, just silence. And that silence, it's loud. Fans say it's making Nicki look even worse, like she's fighting a battle alone. At this point, it's not even rap beef anymore. It's personal pain spilling into public view, and everyone's watching, wondering what Nicki might say next. And just when you thought things couldn't get any wilder, Nicki Minaj dropped another bomb. Out of nowhere, she tweeted the name Kathy White, and the internet instantly lost. If that name sounds familiar, it's because Kathy White is the woman tied to one of the most talked about Jay-Z and Beyoncé conspiracies of all time. Allegedly, Kathy was rumored to have had an affair with Jay-Z, and when she was supposedly planning to go public with her story, tragedy struck. She was found dead at just 28 years old. And ever since, conspiracy theorists have claimed it wasn't a coincidence. Some even went as far as to suggest she might have been pregnant with Blue Ivy before everything went down. Again, all of this is speculation, but the fact that Nicki was the one to bring that name up, that's sending shockwaves through the whole industry. People online are calling it a career suicide tweet, saying Nicki's officially crossed into dangerous territory. Others are wondering if she knows something the rest of us don't. Either way, this drama has reached a level nobody saw coming, and it's only getting darker. So, tell me, what do you think Nicki meant by tweeting Kathy White? Was it shade, a warning, or something even deeper? Drop your theories in the comments, and don't forget, like, share, and subscribe so you never miss when the next scandal drops. Watch the next video, popping up on your screen right now for more shocking celebrity drama. Trust me, you don't want to miss this.